Good morning, guys. My husband bailed basically till he ran into the wheel line last night. Hazards of not having lights on your tractor. So he decided to call it quits. I just dropped him off at the tractor. I am going to head in, switch out the pickup for the four-wheeler, and grab some tools to take the last couple wheels off the wheel line. That way I can get it moved. I'm not really sure how we're gonna fix the wheel line. We might just have to take some wheels off of one of the other wheel lines to make this one work. And then I need to pick up some twine. He broke like 2 bales last night. And then he's just gonna bale for a bit. And we want some dew on the hay, but not a lot. We're not making cattle feed, we're making sheep feed. And so we want a little bit of dew, but we don't want a lot of dew because we prefer the sheep to be able to pick it apart. Okay, riser's over there. Rather than having it stick together to where they can't take it apart and dig through it. So I don't know how long he will bale for. I didn't look at the weather today to see what it's supposed to be like, how hot it's supposed to be. It's definitely nicer than yesterday, but we're just gonna go till we can't go. And then while he is baling, I am going to, after I get the wheel line moved and get some of this taken care of, I am going to start prepping the area for where the hay is going to lay when he gets to stacking. You can see this is the one that he hit, and then he bent this. So I am going to go ahead and take apart at this wheel here, and then we'll move this section as needed. Well, it got very hot very quickly, so we ended up having to stop baling because the bales were getting too dry, or the hay was getting too dry, and it just wasn't making good bales. So we just finished lunch and are switching gears. Took an extra long lunch because a friend of ours came over just to chit chat. He actually used to own this little spoiled brat, and he is a county cop, so whenever you have a county cop show up in your driveway, it makes all the neighbors kind of wonder what's going on. So we always enjoy when they come over, and we always tell them, park at the end of our driveway. Please stop all the idiots who race past on the road out here. And sometimes they take us up on it, sometimes they don't. But anyway, he was just passing through, stopped in to say hi. So we chatted with him for a bit. Now we are switching gears. I think he is going to try and stack some of that hay, and I am going to keep cleaning up this spot down here where he's going to stack the hay, which means I have to move all this straw. Where am I going to move it? That's a fabulous question. I don't know. Some of it I think I'm going to put in the barn. The rest of it I am probably going to have to touch base with him and find out. Because I don't know. been to town to get fuel because we've used all our fuel. The stacker is out of fuel.
I think somebody stole my fuel because I had a quarter of a tank when I parked it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on the ground.
How did it get out?
I don't know.
There's no leak.
I don't know, but the puddle on the ground tells a different story.
I think that puddle might be hydraulic oil from that rain.
Oh, well, maybe, but your table's down, so how are they going to get to your tank?
Oh, it's still the same way we're going to pour in.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to try and get the stacker started and at least get it out of the weeds and greased so that tomorrow when he gets home from work, he can stack the hay. I will go bale in the morning.
Possibly.
Possibly. We'll see how ambitious I am. Good morning, guys. I am going to attempt to try and bale some hay this morning while it is still cool and there's still some dew on the ground. But first, I need to move the wheel line out of my way. I figure I've probably got about a good 3-4 hours that I can be out here baling. And I think can't remember. I think he doesn't want the oats done yet, although he did say last night when he checked them they could probably go, but my goal is just to get this side of the field done and then do the oats maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But I've got to figure out how far to move this so that it's not in my road to do this side of the field. Okay, step 1 is done. Move the wheel line. Step 2, see if the tractor is going to start. Hope I don't have to jump it. You just never know. We do know we need new batteries for it. It's just they're really, really expensive. And we don't want to spend the money yet, so we're picking our battles. So I'm hoping I don't have to jump it, but that's why I brought the pickup instead of the four-wheeler, just in case I need to. And he did bring me out last night to kind of go over things with it, since I don't know this baler like I knew my last baler, and just to kind of get it in my head how this one works. He says it spins slower than the old one, so don't freak out because it's not going as fast, but it's still doing what it's supposed to do. And yeah, so we're gonna see what we can see and do what we can do. Okay, that is this half of the field done. So these two rows right here are oats. I only did those because it was kind of in my rotation. This is a learning curve. I definitely was having issues. But we got this side of the field done. It is just about noon, so I timed it pretty good. And it's getting pretty dry. So I'm gonna call it quits rather than ruining hay. But where I had to leave some rows because where this sets off to the side, I can't fit. So I'm gonna have to wait to do these until my husband gets back, and then some of these I kind of forgot where I was going and had to dive in, and yeah. it's a learning curve. I'll figure it out eventually. I just have to remember, once I start down the row, I'm great. It's getting into the row that I'm having the issues with. I am so used to my little red baler that follows right behind the tractor that I gotta remember, this one sits off to the side. It doesn't follow you very well. So I was doing great once I got into the row, but I'm so used to it following me, I forget I have to dart and dive a lot now to miss bales, to miss stuff. But it's okay. I've got chasing to do anyway with the rows that I couldn't get through. And we've got some on the other field that he did too that we need to go back and do once he gets the hay off of there. So this isn't a big deal. We'll get it picked up eventually. But let's go switch gears, and I'll probably go grab a quick lunch, and then I want to wean those lambs that are in the barnyard still. They're just over 3 months and just at 3 months, not quite 3 months. Are they 3 months? I don't know, but they're too little to come out here. But there's no grass left at the barn, and their moms need to be out here on grass. The lambs can survive on hay. They're old enough to be weaned, so that's what we're doing today. Just want to go read my book and be done for the night, but no, stupid me asked my husband if he needed me to watch for sheep since he's hauling hay, and he's going to get one more load off of the north field so that tomorrow I can bale what's left on the north field, and then I'm going to shut the gates behind him. And then he's going to, and then open the gates to the south field so that he can get enough off the south field so that I can bale up those last 4 rows on the south side of the south field and finish the north side of the south field tomorrow. So all the hay, other than whatever I end up having to leave on the north side of the south field, eventually I will figure it out. I will figure out this baler eventually. Just probably not this year. But yeah, I hopefully tomorrow all the hay will be done. And then he'll get as much stacked tomorrow as he can when he gets home. And then we'll get water going. And we'll start all over again and hope we get a third cutting.